Hi, CA 217
Yeah.
Intro to Catering. Today I'm meeting with Joe. Joe's going to pretend to be a COVID concerned client that has already booked a deposit with our company. And we're just going to kind of go through the details on how you might handle a situation like that. All right, here we go. Hi there, Chef Amanda from the Cookery.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. All right, Joe, I see that we have you booked for December 6th here, and we have already taken your deposit of $300, and you're feeling a little bit concerned about the new COVID restrictions. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we've had numbers here spike a little bit and we have new restrictions now in the state. So I kind of just wanted to touch base again and kind of see what our options were. It was a 50-person event. I kind of wanted to see if there were safety measures we could take where we still made it safe enough or how we could play that out.
You bet. Remind me again, Joe, about where the event is going to take place.
Yeah, so it's gonna be at my house. We do have some outdoor seating or space available for us to use, but for December 6th, we are thinking it's gonna be pretty cold, so we're not sure how much that outdoor space will be able to be used. So unfortunately, it will be a closed space, which is what makes that 50-person number we have a little concerning for me.
Okay. Well, there's definitely some measures that we can take on our end and that we're already taking for most of our events now. So we can highlight that in this discussion. As far as what the government restrictions entail, this is a private party for you on your own property. So I would say, it's at your own liberty and at your own risk to be able to hold your event at over the 25 maximum person allotment there. But it's also 25 people or 25% of your square footage space, but it's whichever one is less. So in your
Right,
case,
right.
probably right. Again, it'd be at your own risk, but there are some different measures that we can take. I know before we spoke about doing a buffet. Now, a plated dinner takes a little bit more staff and has about double the cost, but obviously, we wouldn't have the issue of people going through the buffet line. So that's definitely an option. So we were just talking about plated versus buffet. Like I said, there is a much greater cost associated with that, but it kind of takes out of the equation people going through in different hands on the utensils and such. So there's one way we can get around it. Another thing is that I'm seeing a lot is people having a sanitation table out. I mean, this is a worldwide pandemic right now, so I don't think that it makes you seem weird at all to just have some sort of table out there that says, hey, everybody, let's keep safe. Let's put these measures into action. You can't have too much sanitizer, right?
Definitely, definitely. I like that.
So, could be gloves on there, could be masks, could be just sprays and sanitizers and things like that. I'm seeing a lot of people give masks as a gift at their party. So I've seen people tie these into their wedding themes,
Mm-hmm.
into their work party themes, and just giving everybody a mask and then hoping that they'll put it on and wear it. And most of the time, I'm seeing that people don't have any problem with that if the mask has been given to them. So obviously, those are more costly type ways to get around it. As far as the buffet goes, we could still do the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
We could have extra staff to dish out all of the food, which keeps your people, your travelers, your passerbyers going through it and handling the utensils themselves. So that's another option. It's a little bit more expensive, but probably cheaper than the plated route. We could also single serve dish everything and serve it like that on the buffet. Like if you wanted to keep it out for extended periods of time. For example, instead of doing a fruit tray, we could have single serve fruit cups,
Mm-hmm.
all with lids on them. We could have single serve little veggie crudité packs that we could make look really cute and appetizing, but still be safe for people to grab as they're walking by with no chance of contamination. Um, I think between the masks and the sprays and one of these options implemented, you should be able to have a pretty safe party as far as the food is concerned. Now, obviously, 50 people, small, tight space, there's nothing that I, on my end, can help to prevent the spread of COVID from my end if you're going to do that outside of what the buffet line is offered from on my end. What questions do you have about that?
Um, I do like how all that sounds. I do still feel a little bit uneasy. If I were to decide that I wanted to wait until maybe it seems safer to hold this, would that be a situation where I lost my deposit, or would we work something out with that?
Typically, we would say, yeah, that's the reason that a deposit is put into place is to hold your date. We're not technically backing out of the event ourselves on our end, and we are complying with regulations. But in this particular instance, these times are crazy, and I don't want anybody being upset. I don't want anybody being upset about us holding their deposit when times are changing faster than we can keep up with. So what I would say about that is if you don't feel safe, somebody out of your group of 50 doesn't feel safe either. So perhaps we hold on to your deposit. We really want to be your caterer for when you decide to do your event. And maybe we just roll it over to the event when it feels a little bit more safe. People can come, relax, and enjoy themselves. Does that seem like a better option?
I think that sounds smart. So we'll just stay in touch. I think we'll postpone the event for now, and then we'll talk a little bit later about scheduling a new date.
Sounds good to me, Joe. I'm glad we could work together on this, and thanks for meeting with me today.
Thank you.